I spent 7 months in the United States, and in that time I put in a lot of 10 and 14, 16-hour days. I'm back in the Philippines now, and I'm going to devote all of my energy to the road players. And you're going to find, as you go through the road players training program, that the whole entire training program is predicated on this one principle, and that is the principle of perfect alignment. You know, when you join a Zen monastery and learn how to do archery, what they have you do is they take the bow, you pull it back, let it go, pull it back, let it go, and they'll have you pull it back and let it go for 6 months before you ever put an arrow in that bow. And one of the reasons they do that is because they want you to master the art of pulling it back. Now, if they put an arrow in there, when you pull it back, you're going to think about the arrow. You're going to think about that arrow. If they put a target up there and you're pulling it back, you're going to think about that target. And what the Zen master, archer, teacher wants to do, wants you to perfect pulling the thing back. So pulling it back is the first art that you have to master. And it's the same with the pool cue. Now, if I'm an instructor and I put balls down here and I have you shoot them, you're going to think about those balls. You're going to think about that shot. How many of you have worked on pulling it back? Huh? How many? None. I'm going to show you a technique that is just dynamite. And if you teach this to your beginners, you are going to have a waiting list a mile long. For you instructors that are in the Road Players Training Program, you're going to find this to be a dynamic training tool. It's going to really work well with your beginner students. It's the most profound and effective way to teach. If you can give them alignment skills and stroke skills, you've done an incredible job. Okay, in the connection part of your setup, you stand here and you connect to the shot. Now you can point out over it, do whatever you want. But one thing I like to do is connect this joint to that target. Connect the joint. So I have the joint, and then when I come down, I'm in line. Okay? So when you stand up and look at an object ball, you are connecting to it. You are not sighting. You are connecting to that shot. You know, I say, see the shot, know the stroke, shoot the shot. Well, the first thing you do before you see the shot is you connect to the shot. So what we're going to do is this is a great way to practice. So now I land on the cue ball. Okay, I have landed. Now, when I'm landed here, I don't have a ball, right? I don't have a target. I don't have an object ball. I don't have a pocket. So the only thing I can think about is my alignment. Back, forward. Now, you want to check your left hand, your bridge hand, that you're not leaning this way. If I kick it out, do I fall? You know? I don't want to be leaning on that. So I check that. I want to check my back muscles. Are they lined up? Am I lined up? I want to check my legs. Am I balanced? I want to check my right hand. Now, I want to show you something. Check this out. I'm using these 3 fingers as my grip. When I come back and when I come forward, these 3 fingers I actually squeeze. I come forward and squeeze, come forward and squeeze, come forward and squeeze, come forward and squeeze. The reason I squeeze is because when that Q-tip hits the cue ball, I don't want it to slip. You know, in my hand, I don't want it to slip. I want it to be nice and firm. Now, on that last stroke, back and forth, I felt a lot of tension in my left hand, so I have to make an adjustment. I was leaning forward. Now I'm really good. I don't see it when I'm standing up. Now I see the shot. I know the stroke. So the shot and the stroke become one thing. See, let's say I'm looking at the shot and I'm going to use a force follow. Well, when I use the force follow, I got to overcut the object ball ever so slightly. So I've got to see the overcut. See? I got to see that target because I know the stroke. So knowing the stroke and seeing the shot are really one thing. So you see the shot and you know the stroke. Now, what's left? You shoot the shot. So if I keep practicing this way, and then I don't have tension in my left arm, and my left legs are not aching, and my hands coming straight back and straight forward, let's try one. Back, boom. Back, boom. This is great. Connect, land, set your Q-tip, see the shot, know the stroke. Now, we say shoot the shot. There's one other thing I want you to do. I want you to teach. Make the ball. You know, sometimes we see the shot, we know the stroke, and we want to play position, and so we see position. And we miss the shot. We get good position. And then we're dumb enough to tell our opponent, well, look at it, I got good position. I got where I wanted to get, but you missed the shot. We can't have that. As road players, we cannot miss the shot. So, see the shot, know the stroke, make the ball, deliver the stroke. Your last thought in the sequence is make the shot. When you get down and you're sighting, don't sight straight down the cue ball. Turn your head just slightly, just so slightly. The left eye comes down and the right eye comes down right at the same spot. If you're looking straight, then the right eye's missed the spot. Turn your head a little bit, you know, away from the shot, so that your left eye is the one that's going to sight it. Even if your dominant eye is the right eye, whatever you want to talk about, look at all the great ones. Their left eye's going down the shaft, but they're turned a little bit, so their right eye comes down and dominates the shot. Okay, if you want to become a Road Player member, go on my website, www.theroadplayer12.com. Now I'm 10 stories above this river, whatever the name of the river is, and this is Manila. And I'm in my condo, and very, very excited to talk to you about the most incredible training program that has been designed. Now, if you want to get in the program as a student, you're welcome to do it, and you can do it by way of digital. You don't have to buy the whole thing. You can save yourself $350 by coming in by way of digital. I'll send you the download. You'll have all 5 books. You'll be ready to go. I will look for you in the Road Player Training Program. Sign up now. Let's get to work. By this time next year, we'll be world beaters. You know, my success has everything to do with your success. If you're not successful, I'm not successful. So now that I'm back in Manila, and I'm going back out to my island where I live, I'll be able to devote 100% of my time to my Road Player students. And I hope you're one of them.